Hi everyone, this is 23 TriMasters Studios here today, and today I'm here to review these two guys my experience, or recent experience, of my new TriMaster Thomas and my new TriMaster, or he's not new, a train I wish I got, but I was too young yet to know who he was, so here's the Flying Scotsman. Yeah. And today I'm here to tell you guys about my review and how I'll rate these engines out to 1 to 10. And for you guys a running section of these guys working in action. So yeah, let's begin. Well, the first thing I'm going to start off with is my TriMaster Thomas and compare him with my other Thomases. Or at least my other customers of Thomas. Or engines that like Thomas. Well, here's him next to the wooden railway Thomas I had. That was made for the 75 anniversary, I think. Or maybe a different time. Here's both of them. Side to side. Y'all be able to see how this Thomas is much bigger than him. And reason being is because this Thomas is kind of like if you fuse a TriMaster Thomas, or use a 2013 Thomas with with a All Just Go Thomas. Yeah, it's probably like if you just steal the height and give it to the Thomas over here. He's also bigger than my TriMaster Thomas. And let's begin with the details. For starters, this Thomas is made to look more like the CGI Thomas from whichever was it again? From the season 23, and season 24. No, that's not true. I mean, the CGI Thomas been around longer than that. I'm not based off from that version of Thomas. In fact, they're the same type. Oh. Man. But yeah, and yeah, he has some detailed features, or he's more detailed than the original TriMaster Thomas. For starters, this Thomas have an actual whistle, as this one originally have a sticker. Another feature this guy has is a better whip, which is much smaller than Thomas. Also, actual light in the back of him, which this one doesn't have at all. And a bigger cab, which this one don't really have. Also, the clucking rods seem different, since this one has more grayish, or these more steel looking clucking rods. As this one don't. It has more iron clucking rods, which more looks like bended piece of paper clip or something. As this one looks more different. I can't even describe it. This one also has step ladders to get to the cab, as this one doesn't. Also, there's an indent right here where you can actually see where the cab is, or he's inside. But what you know, there's not an actual cab in there. It's not that realistic, guys. This one doesn't. It's just a painted one. But other than all those details, I might say this one, not this one. Say the one I like the most out of these two is my Classic Thomas. Also got to point out another thing. How this Thomas right here has a little indent where his tanker is. Because what you know, Thomas is based off from the Yonge Brighton South Coast Railway E2, which doesn't really have this thing called a wheel cover. where there's nothing under it though. So it's just sticking out. I kind of like that feature on them. Especially how they have the standard side tanks, which they originally didn't. But this time it doesn't have like a gap right here where it's meant to be. He doesn't have one. And all other than that, yeah. Oh, and one more thing. This one has actually a painted running board as this one. I mean, it do, but before it didn't. So yeah. So what's like? Do like some of those people do who are comparing things. Round out the points are these comparing them. The starters, or like good paint, or at least being more accurate to the show. This Thomas actually got a point for that. Since for his unpainted details, as this one doesn't have them. For speed, I want to say this Thomas is faster though. I didn't have to race these two, but since my AL has a smaller Yoop and a bigger Yoop, but it's not really built for racing, most likely one will be winning in the interview. I want to say this Thomas is slower than this one, so now we are just seeing this Thomas is faster. Now, okay, for height, this one is much bigger, as this Thomas is much smaller, but for my inch is smaller, bro. Okay, and for another thing. Oh, for accuracy and working playability, I gotta be this one. I mean, I based my Thomas off from the Olympic Tugs version, which is accurate to, or he's kind of accurate to his. So I still have to pay him though, but yeah. But yeah, for this one, I might say my classic Thomas wins, because I like the original. Oh, also, he came with two cars right here. These two new trucks and trucks. Shoot, I need a shunter to push them. So people can see the other one later. Thank you. But yeah, here they are. The two new trucks and trucks. They came with two yods, or these two boxes, so you can put stuff inside them. I also have a similar one, but a different shade of brown. They still have the same mode though. So there's not a lot of difference. Oh, also pairing them to my older rolling stock, at least some of my old left rolling stock right here. I might have to give it to these two new trucks because the paint and livery are actually accurate to actual British trucks. But you know, trucks in the UK or these cars or boxcars are more gray back then, like grayish, with some like iron lining, or at least not iron lining, some iron strips to keep the truck together. As these two, as must be this one, doesn't have any of those features. For starters, it's blue, not gray. And two, some of the details are like how my new 8th anniversary Thomas has 0 painted details. This also is my two new trucks and trucks. I originally have one, which says Always Go Red Truck. I actually don't know this guy's name. I actually didn't bother with his name though. There is a slight difference between them other than the paint. Because this guy has a wobbly chassis and it's a tension too. His wheels are if you kind of see, one wheel is higher than the other one axle, making him rock and roll. As these ones don't seem to have that. They have the same mode though. Just this one has more detail, or at least more detail added to them. If I had to give it to one which is my favorite, I would give it to these two. I was talking about how I like accuracy, but or these original, but I like these ones better. These are also my first two original Tesla trucks, so because I actually never have any from the CGI era. And this one's are from the like how this one is from the CGI era. These are supposed to be spaced off of that. But other than that, yeah, these trucks are actually useful, or at least good, or decent. Now let's get into our second, or at least new guest on this railway. Not guest, but you guys already get what I mean. The new Flying Scotsman. Okay, you guys might be wondering in the beginning of the video, why is Gordon here? Because originally we had Thomas right here, right next to his engine. But why have Gordon here? Instead of an engine that's Flying Scotsman or use an engine in the same type of them or anything. What? I think he's trying to say that the reason why he didn't have another Flying Scotsman with that Flying Scotsman appearing with was because he doesn't have one. But what about me? I'm a Flying Scotsman. Yeah, you're a 10 to be an on skill one. Oh, I gotta get you a tender. But I mean, you're not a trap master, so oh, I see what you mean. You know, Trace University with 2 eyes open tonight. I won't waste me trying to threaten you. You're 10 times more bigger than him. Trust me, you don't want to start beef with him. Okay. But yeah, the reason why I have Gordon here instead is because Gordon and the Flying Scotsman are based off from the same engine. The LNER A1, which he got ugly to become an A3, but still. Yeah, also because they're brothers, mean that it makes sense why they should look alike. But the first difference is the height comparison. This Flying Scotsman is much bigger than my Gordon. I also saw Gordon looks like that. He's been through a lot. He's one of my first tender engines. You mean your first tender engine? Oh yeah, I forgot you were my first. Well, whining, which my whining is terrible anyway, is not much different. Since this one, I wouldn't say his whining is bad, but it needs some work. Also, for speed, this one's much faster than Gordon. He also has a different chassis than Gordon, though, which is more because I've got to mention something about these new trap measures. They have chassis similar to the All Just Go chassis, which are in this shape. But the difference is this one actually has, like a standard wheel holders or things so you can put the sidewalk and stuff, or it won't fit. This one also has no hook and on the chassis itself. It has a hook on the body though. So if you ever have one of these and when you put it in the batteries and questioning there's no hook it up to the tender, don't worry, they won't lost anything. The hook is already on the engine or on the engine's body itself. So yeah, just let you guys know about that. And yeah, he only came with, like how in the Great Race Flying Scotsman came with, only just his 2 tenders. And that's it. Nothing much, but just that. And yeah, I also got to mention that these engines don't have heater buffers in the front, not in the back. Saving price with my Thomas right here, he has no paint buffers in the back either. So that's the only, that's a second or a third unpainted detail. But that happens with all Trap Masters, even some of the All Just Go engines have that. But yeah, well, He also have a different dome than Gordon, which the A3 is a team with this new dome because they got turned into A3s. And yeah, these are all details I know so far. The only thing I had to say about this thing is that I don't really like how big he is compared to Gordon. Like, I know these are new Tradmasters and stuff, but he's made them like similar to the older ones. Sure, people hate the like small size, but make them an inch smaller or something next time until you're making one for the 90th anniversary of Tom Springs or Westless Young or anything. Yeah, I wonder what they're on use for the new anniversary and stuff. And yeah. Also, you might be wondering something. Why do Flying Scotsman have two tenders? Well, fun fact, originally he went for a tour in America a long time ago. Forgot to set the date though. And since British engines, or at least British railways, are not that big compared to America, they had to give him two tenders, so he was able to travel far. And in the Tom Springs universe, he just stuck with two tenders. I think I remember seeing him without his new second tender though recently. So yeah. So he. Let's see how this. Great, I should have rushed here for this. So yeah, he don't really need a second tender though anymore. Because this tender right here is made of whole water, this one's made of whole coal. Also, it gave me a good reason why I didn't have to. Also forgot about that feature, but that means shoot, here's the running session of both of them. Also, sorry if I sound real weird. I recently got my braces in. I think I mentioned that in the last video. But yeah, here they are. Also, for the next video, I'll be doing a updated video about the changes to the layout and changes to the HO layout, or at least make minor changes though, and how I'll try to make a new cardboard station. But other than that, here we go. Please don't derail me. Please don't derail me. Oh, come on! Boy, the track is just broken. You run on it. I told you all running on it before I even made this video. Sorry, you just retract. Decided to give up on me. My track is in perfect condition. It's you, bro. You want to make a fool of me or something? Yeah. No. Okay, so you better not derail on this new. Got it? This time. Oh yeah, this time. Thank you. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot. But yeah, he might be my fastest A1 or A3. That's the type of engine that Gordon is. Yeah, he makes Gordon look slow. And naturally, because Flying Scotsman's top speed, or usually quarter top speed, is 100. As Gordon's quarter top speed currently is 96, meaning that he's slower than Flying Scotsman. And that's a range test for Flying Scotsman. Now we're gonna do a range test with Thomas. Just wait a second, guys. A range test with Thomas. Yeah, before we do that, why do you have to say wait a second? I mean, you always pause the video, so what's the point of saying wait a second? Before I actually got this feature on my phone, I usually just he usually turns off the not charge the phone, but he usually put the phone on the ground, at least on the solid area, and blacks out the screen for a little bit as he's doing something in the background. Because you don't really like hear the stuff that much, only in the middle and stuff. Because you know you can just pause the camera and grab some stuff and everything. There's certain items for the videos we need. Oh, okay. Now here it goes. And you better not derail me by Flying Scotsman, Thomas. it'd be crazy if for the next anniversary they make him like the Bachman Thomas, where his eyes swing back and forth. Oh wait, God, no, on camera. But yeah, that's a review of my new 80th anniversary Trapmaster Thomas and my new Wine Scotsman. I am thinking about getting it. I'm not thinking about getting it, but I am planning to get Duck though. Let's say finally release him as a Trapmaster. Maybe if they ever make a Trapmaster Oliver, I could probably film some old like videos of Tweenies to them. The only problem is I have to wait until they make a Trapmaster Duck, not Duck. Crud. 80th anniversary of Donald Douglas. Oh yeah, that'd be great if making. What was that Thomas episode again? When Oliver fell onto the turntable. I don't know. I don't actually watch any Thomas episodes. All I know is some of them from the CGI era, and sometimes the classic era. So yeah, that's an issue, not issue. Oh, also before I leave, in my last video, wait, I think I explained in my last video, I asked you guys to name this new engine. Right here, my new narrow gauge carburetor engine, or pull-on engine. And I don't think you guys name anything. I will check the comments though. But if you guys don't comment a name for this engine, well then, I'll tell Timothy to eat your socks. Well, I don't eat people's socks. Okay then. Hey, who's the engine that eats people's socks? Oh, that's simple. Wait, so who eats my socks? It's that blue and red sleeper I was demon under the sheds. Are we talking about 8? Yeah, that one. I didn't eat any of your socks. Oh yeah, where were they? Wow, when I was getting them this morning. 1, you're trained, you don't even have feet, and 2, who is gonna make socks the same size as your wheels? You can't even wear socks. Oh. I mean, Chiyoki looks like a sleep paralysis demon, I swear. Well then, yeah. Well, I have this engine right here, eat your socks at in the middle of the night or something. And yeah, I'm still working on it though. Oh, bye guys.